Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to my class. I'm Sanjeev Singh, English faculty at Samartha School, and I've been teaching for 23 years. As I'm become graduate, but I have taken the option of teaching, and I'm choosing the subject English. And as English was my passion from my childhood, when I started teaching, I got more passionate about it and I just enjoying that my passion. Right now, I'm a specialist of literature, grammar speaking, and I'm working as a high school teacher in some other school. So I've chosen the topic verb. The verb, the most important parts of speech. The most important parts of speech, as I told you, a verb. A verb is a doing word, an action word. Okay, these are the initial definitions. And if I say, according to me, for me, and according to me, its complete decision is that a verb is that partial speech. It is that partial speech which expresses action, position, relation, or state of being. Eat a mango. I eat a mango. That is an action word. I have a mango. That is a showing position. What do you have? I have a brother. What is my relation with my brother? Have shows that you are smart. You are smart. Just tell me, and that it is my position that this position is I am in. So we can move further with the discussion by dividing the verb into different kinds. By dividing the verb into different kinds, how? Let's see. According to, we can divide them for on the three bases according to the meaning and function, and according to the number of objects it requires, and according to the form. These are the three bases, I would say, to know verbs. Okay, so let's see. So, according at the first, the group is first division is that according to meaning and function. What is the meaning and what is the function? So, according to me, that means lexical. Lexical, that means original. And actually, that means uh, original. The original here. It is a lexical is original, but actually is not original. So they are the verbs that have meaning on their own. That means meaning. That means they are independent. Independent. And the verbs which don't have the meaning of their own. That means they are uh, dependent. Dependent. Dependent on what? On what? Okay, so they are known as original. That's why I told you this is known as original verbs. But they actually was depend on other words for their meaning. They depend like so many actually verbs which don't have their own meaning. They are just like water. So they are not, and lexical verb do not depend, does not depend on another verb or any other word, whereas they depend on other words for their meaning, auxiliary verbs. They are also, lexical are also known as ordinary verb, which use them as main verb. But auxiliary verb can be used as main verb in the absence of main verb main verb. How? Like he's playing cricket. He's playing cricket. This is the main verb. Here he is playing cricket. Here is depends on playing. In the second sentence, the lexical verb, I have bought. This is action word. This is lexical verb also, which is doing the main work of the sentence. Here I have, that means have depends on the main verb bout here. In the lexical verb work, work is the main verb. Okay, it is lexical verb, you would say, as it is original. And here you can see, you should work hard. It is modal auxiliaries. Okay, it is helping the main work here. Now we can see here that auxiliaries are of 24 kinds. Okay, 24 kinds of auxiliaries are there, and they are divided into two groups. One group is known as modals or modal auxiliaries, which is 13 in number, which are 13 number, but primary auxiliaries, okay, which are 11 in number. Okay, so we can, if we move on with am, is, are, was, here, so they form part of tense, voice, mood, everything. They move accordingly. But shall, will, can, could, they are models. However, they are auxiliaries. There's no doubt about it. They are auxiliaries, but they are not as dependable or active like as like primary. Okay, so they don't follow the auxiliaries. The modal auxiliaries uh, don't follow uh, the number, that means singular, plural, person, that means first, second, or third. Whereas tense like am always comes with I, is always comes with he or she or it, where are always comes with they, we, okay. So these are plural things. That's why are coming with them. And am always comes singular with I, is comes with he, she, and he, she, and it. But it doesn't happen with any of the models. I can, she can, she can, uh, they can. You can see here. There's no the same models are there, but the subjects are different. Their numbers are also different. Okay, so now we can move from here from the next part. So according to number of objects it requires, number of objects. That means if there is any object or not, any object or not. Okay. If there is object, it is known as transitive verb. And if there is no object, this is known as without object, it is known as intransitive verb. So objective verb, how do you know that it is object? So when you ask question like what from the main verb, you can see here, we can ask here by putting what here, and we get the answer this and cricket. And here also we can ask what, but not only what, we can use word, the question word which and whom to get the answer. That means if it is okay, it means it is their object. And if in similarly here there is no object visible, so they are intransitive. But sometimes the school, if we use the parameters what which are, we can't get any answer, but we can get the answer from where, when, why, then they becomes a complement. Okay, so that is my explanation here about transitive verb. And what are the transitive verb? They are transitive and intransitive verb are the kinds of main verb. Main verb, you would say main verb only, not auxiliary verbs. So moving further, We can define verb on the basis of form. Form, that means there how many forms are there. Finite verb and unfinite verb. The verb which follows number and person to the subject of the sentence are known as finite verb. That means we is always followed by go. We is plural and go is also plural. Okay, he is singular and goes is singular. And the verb is also singular here. Here, singular subject, singular verb, singular subject, singular verb, plus subject, plural verb. Okay, and that kind of verb is known as finite. Finite, that means limited. They're fixed. They would go accordingly. Singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. But the non-finite verbs are not limited. They are not limited by number, by number and person, number and person of a subject. Okay, just I want to play. I want. The first verb is already, this is the main verb. And this is V1. I like running. This is V1. And to play here and running, they are non-finites. This is infinitive. Sorry, this is the infinitive. And this is gerund. As non-finites don't do the work of the verb, but they do the work of noun. So to play working as noun, 2 plus V1 is known as infinitive. When they're used as V4 as noun, then it becomes gerund. They are the kinds of non-finite verbs. Okay, we can move further from here. Okay, so we can divide this non-finite verb to three types. Okay, infinitives, that is also known as a verbal noun. Gerund is also known as verbal noun. Participle is verbal adjective. You can say that means infinitive does the work of noun, like to play. 2 plus V1. Gerund, verb plus ing, playing. It does the work of like. Playing is uh, a, a good exercise. Exercise. So playing is a subject here, and this is working as noun. Okay. Uh, uh, to err is human, and forgive is defined, is divine. This is an old saying. Uh, so here to err, work as noun. That is subject. Okay. So we can say that when verb work as noun, it is known as pretty. When verb work as noun, when V1 plus ing work as noun, they are known as gerund. But when verb plus ing, verb plus ed, verb plus en work as adjective, they are known as participle. Okay. So the ladies and gentlemen, I just can see you through how it happens. Main verb have five forms, which are commonly known as. Whether that were talking, I was talking about verb forms like V1, V2, sorry, V2, V3, V4, V5. When we got them by their name, present, past, past participle, present participle, or SRES form, we can say like that. Like go, went, gone, going, goes, come, came, come, coming, come. These are the initial learning which we use at the basic level, at the primary, and sometimes at secondary level for the proper knowledge of tense, voice, narration, etc. That is the thing on my part. Thank you and see you in my next class. Ciao.